Yeah. No boards are coming up. Let's go ahead. We're going to go in, guys. Okay.
That was our chief meteorologist, Ginger Z, and I'm glad they're taking their precautions out there. We know our crews are expert out there, and they're taking every precaution they need to. But we want to hear now from, New Bern Mayor, the New Bern Mayor who just spoke with George Stephanopoulos on Good Morning America. He's talking about the flooding that's already occurring in that area. More than 100 people at last check needed to be rescued. Let's listen in.
We've been hearing about that desperate situation in New Bern. We want to go now to one couple trapped in the flooding there, Jay and Sherry Schreiber, and joining us by phone. And tell us, Jay, exactly where you are right now. I know you're in your condo up on the second floor.
We are at the Scottsdale condos next to the Doubletree Hotel, facing the Trent River, watching it rise up.
And how high is it?
Yeah, I would say it's probably 12 feet up from normal, and even if the storm were to stop right now, it would still take almost a week for all that water to drain out.
Wow. So what are you seeing from your windows at this moment?
I see the water is up to the railroad trestle, a lot of debris out there, some heavy things that shouldn't be this close to buildings. There's the catamarans that are tied off. They are almost stretching their ropes.
Were you expecting it to be this bad?
We knew it would be bad. We had a lot of friends from Twin Rivers Baptist Church and the post office where we work that decided to leave. But where we're at, we have 4 stories in our building. We can go up higher if we have to. And the trouble in getting back after all this water subsides from New Bern, you still have Kinston and the outlying areas where the water stays even longer. So it's a choice of, do you leave and not be able to get back, or if you try to come back, you get halfway and you're stuck again.
So are you going to try to ride out the whole storm there in your condo right now, or are you in touch with authorities who are coming to try and find a way out?
Right now, we are planning on staying. We have sufficient supplies in the refrigerator and canned goods. We also have a lot of candles and batteries. We've got some good people here in the building also that stayed with us.
Well, you sound calm. We hope you're okay. We're glad you've got the supplies there, and we know it's a tough situation right now. Good luck over these next several hours.
That was ABC's George Stephanopoulos speaking with the mayor of New Bern, North Carolina, a town that has just been inundated by flash flooding, by floodwaters coming in from this hurricane. Now a Category 1, Hurricane Florence, bearing down on the Carolinas. Want to check in with ABC's meteorologist, Mel Griffin. And Mel, you've been tracking this storm. We heard that update earlier from National Hurricane Center. What are the major concerns as of now?
Yeah, so we have been tracking this thing all night, and it is now just off the coast, 5 miles east of Wilmington. It is just going to make landfall at any moment. Here you can see the inner eye wall there on the radar when I zoom in. Right near Wilmington, just to the north, right near Topsail Beach, we're getting just hammered with 90-mile-per-hour plus wind gusts, even wind gusts up to 100 miles per hour possible. We're already seeing 7-foot storm surge in some spots. And rain, 3 inches per hour. So when you have those rainfall rates at 3 inches per hour and a storm that isn't moving, this is our concern. This is where we get those 20 to 40-inch rainfall total. So this is the biggest issue with this storm is it is moving so slowly. It is going to just kind of stall here off the coast before or after landfall, and we're going to keep getting hit with this really, really heavy rain and the extreme winds that are already causing power outages to over 350,000 people. It's going to continue in some of these same areas for hours on end. So we're going to be watching this all day long. We already have a foot of rain in parts of North Carolina, Atlantic Beach reporting a foot of rain, and this is just the beginning. So this is just something we're going to continue to watch. And again, the slow motion of it is my main concern here.
Yeah, only 6 miles per hour. I think you said, Mel, that this is moving. It's a slow creep, and it almost seems counterproductive if you're not familiar with hurricanes, that the slower it goes, the more dangerous it actually is. But that doesn't mean that those wind speeds are decreasing in any way, shape, or form. But there are also concerns about tornadoes that could pop up from this as well.
That's right. We actually have a tornado watch in effect right now. I want to bring you to that graphic, too. Here's the track real quick, just so we can take a look. It just shows just how little it's going to move. Look at Saturday, 2 a.m. That's, another 18 to 20 hours away, and we're barely moving. We're still near Wilmington. So that's just kind of puts into perspective just how little the storm is moving. But there's that tornado watch. So again, we have so many different concerns between the rain, the flooding, the storm surge, the wind, and on top of these 90-power wind gusts, we could see isolated tornadoes in these bands moving across eastern North Carolina. You can see these observed wind gusts we've been looking at, gusts over 100 miles per hour, 105 in Fort Macon, 97 miles per hour in Cape Lookout, that 91 mile per hour gust in Wilmington, North Carolina. That's just what we're going to be seeing over the next 24 hours or so. And you can see it just kind of moving its way right down the coast. In that red, that's still hurricane force winds, 74 mile per hour plus. So we're going to continue to see that as Hurricane Florence just kind of continues to meander along the North and South Carolina coast right into Saturday morning.
Yeah, and Mel, we know Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z, we saw her amazing images out there, and even Ginger is a seasoned storm chaser, both tornadoes and hurricanes, and she was amazed by what she was seeing, those power surges, the flashes of green she was talking about in the air. This is not the time to let your guard down in any way, shape, or form, even if you are in the eye wall of this storm. You mentioned that this is going to be persisting for some time. What's your word to those who are in the area? When might they see a reprieve from all the rain?
Yeah, so basically for right now, I mean, the best thing you can do is stay
ground truth observations, Colin. So I would say that's absolutely right. As we look at the full scope of Florence and zoom in a little bit, this is where Colin is on the southern eye wall, as you see here at the bottom of your screen there. So we've got to be sheltered. That's westerly winds on the southern eye wall. Zoom in just a little bit more here. We can see that the eye, actually, I've seen a little bit of a wobble back south, so it's just a game of watching the wobbles. I'd be interested to learn what the National Hurricane Center presents as a potential landfall, but it looks to me that that's going to be coming soon.
all the way up into Lewisburg and into Orange and Durham counties, Alamance County, and then south, Wake County, and on south even further, and then Clinton, now the first county in our area under a flash flood warning. Again, that flash flood warning running until 1:15. At this time, we're going to check in with Kim Diener. She's standing by with what we're seeing on social media this morning, and we will check on that. Oh, she's doing traffic first, so let me get out of the way so you can do traffic, and then we'll check social media in a bit.
Thank you, Don. We're very good at rolling by the seat of our pants, and that's what we did just now. All right, here's what we're looking at across the roadways. As Don just showed you the latest radar loop, we're beginning to see some of those heavier rain showers make their way into the triangle and points east, so that will impact the roadways this morning. But we really mainly seeing power outages beginning to impact signals out on the roadways, and that's going to be something we see more and more of as the morning develops into the afternoon. So we do have a power outage. Jones Sausage Road, traffic signals are not working. Jones Sausage Road and Highway 70. So that's the only official report we have right now of traffic lights not working, but I'm sure that's going to increase as we move throughout the day. The blue indicates ponding on the roads, the green just letting you know the road's wet. So we're really starting to see the areas east of the triangle starting to see ponding on the roads, and that's just because they're seeing the heavier rain showers as they push east. That's also the case in Wilson, and as you go more to the east, you're going to continue to see ponding on the roads, and eventually we're going to start to see flooded roads. Right now, that has not happened. If you're planning on flying out of RDU this morning, limited flights
Hey Ben, are you online? Yeah, low battery. But I was able to get my charger connected, so I'm hoping that it picks up. So it's getting calm as I'm assuming the eye is getting close to being right on top of me. Anybody else noticing? Clearing up. I do believe we're in the eye.